Welcome to Reach Tips. Today's topic is going to be the Statim gasket replacement. So here's your gasket. When you need to replace one, you just use a screwdriver, some instrument, and pry the old one out. And you're going to notice on the new one, it has these little bumps, these little nubs on each corner. There's two per corner. And then on the back, there's going to be little square ones by the little holes. So with each gasket comes a little tube of lubricant, and what that's for is just to make it really slippery to easily install. So you just put some on your hand, you rub it on the gasket, get it real slippery, and then you want to start with do all your corners first. This lines up here to the back, okay? And you install it by pushing in on the corners, making sure the little nubs, one each corner goes in. Same thing, next corner, make sure both bumps. Do all four corners like that. Once you have all the four corners installed, you want to make sure that you check the back here and make sure that there's four square nubs, rubber bumpers, all set up in the corners. And then you go ahead and push in the rest of the gasket. Make sure it's all pushed in nice and neat. And one thing that you want to make sure you do is kind of set the gasket. Pry your finger inside the little gap here and get your finger positioned so it right in the gap there. And then you want to slide it around. What you're doing is you're kind of help seating the gasket properly, so it goes, it raises up and it's uniformly set all the way around. So I have my finger in the crack of the gasket, that little gap area, and going all the way around once. And that's the installation of the gasket. Again, make sure that there's two nubs on each corner showing, and also your four nubs in place back here. If they're not, just kind of massage the gasket around until they line up correctly. You want to make sure that they're lined up correctly because there's a temperature probe that goes in the hole when you're pushing the cassette in. And then also what you want to do is you want to make sure that the bottom part of the cassette, it's nice and clean all the way around the edge. If there's any debris buildup or little just rough edges, take a Scotch-Brite pad and use that to clean the area, make it nice and smooth, because that's where, when you close the gasket, the top closes up next to the bottom. That's where it seals up against it. If there's also a stat dry from the manufacturer you can get, if your instruments are coming out wet, what you want to do is you want to apply the stat dry internally on the cassette periodically. That's the tip of the day.